Give me 10 minutes of your full attention, not to fill you with comfort, not to give you easy hope, but to strip away everything false in you. What you call weakness isn't real. It's a story you rehearsed so many times it became a personality, a disguise you forgot you were wearing. You don't lack strength. You've just grown loyal to the version of you that feels small. You defend it, you nurture it, and the more you protect your wounds, the more they protect your limits. Weakness survives through comfort, through soft routines that make you forget you were meant for more. If you're willing to sit in discomfort for a while, if you can let these words reach the parts of you you've silenced, something will crack open. Not to destroy you, but to uncover what was buried beneath the pretending. What emerges won't be new. It'll be ancient, the real you, unedited. Nietzsche didn't write for the timid. He wrote for those ready to face existence without anesthesia, for the ones who see that no savior is coming, that the universe doesn't owe them clarity, and yet they stand, choosing to live without illusion, to see what is, not what soothes. If you're tired of repeating apologies, of shrinking in the name of peace, of calling avoidance self-awareness, this is your threshold, your turning point. Because weakness was never the absence of strength. It was strength misdirected, numbed by the comfort of conformity. Let's ask a question Nietzsche would demand. What is weakness? Most think it's fragility or fear, but weakness is obedience to your lesser self. It's the quiet habit of betraying what you know is true just to remain accepted. It's self-betrayal disguised as virtue. The world trains you to be this way. Schools reward compliance. Media glorifies passivity. Society praises self-erasure as goodness. Even love is offered on the condition that you stay small, agreeable, and safe. Every system profits when you forget your rawness. Nietzsche saw this with surgical clarity. The tribe wants you tamed. He warned, whoever cannot stand alone will be swallowed by the collective. He didn't mean isolation. He meant integrity. The refusal to dissolve into comfort, even when comfort feels like love. You've been conditioned to confuse kindness with weakness, humility with self-neglect, peace with avoidance. Real strength, Nietzsche said, begins the moment you reject what everyone else calls good. It begins when you stop needing permission to exist fully. So who are you without approval? Without your filters, your rehearsed smiles, your excuses? If no one required you to be likable, what would remain? Most never find out. They live through reflection, through feedback loops that turn their soul into a product. Weakness doesn't scream, it whispers. It tells you to wait, to justify, to delay. It praises moderation when you need fire. It calls restraint maturity when it's really fear. Every time you obey that voice, you reinforce your own cage. Polished, invisible, familiar. Strength is not aggression, it's clarity. It's the stillness of knowing exactly where you stand and refusing to move just to be accepted. When you speak, mean it. When you act, commit. The world doesn't respect volume, it respects precision. Watch your mornings. Weakness hides there first. You reach for the phone. The day already owns you. You scroll, you compare, you shrink. You begin reacting before you even exist. Strength starts when you decide your first thought is yours, not the world's. Your language matters. Maybe every soft apology, every unnecessary sorry erodes you. Nietzsche wrote with flame, not to be cruel, but to be exact. Speak like that. not louder, clearer. Clarity is strength, and strength commands silence. Emotion isn't your enemy. Reaction is. Feel deeply, but choose your movement. The powerful don't explode, they direct. They let pain sharpen them into focus. Weakness feels everything and drowns. Strength feels everything and builds. You've been taught that to feel deeply is to be fragile. But numbness is not strength, it's decay. Nietzsche never preached coldness. He preached command. The ability to stand inside your chaos and not mistake it for identity. Stop identifying with your suffering. You are not your trauma, not your anxiety, not your narrative of being broken. Pain was never meant to define you. It was meant to refine you. Transmute it, or it will own you. The modern world glorifies victims. It rewards those who stay wounded because weakness is marketable. But nature warned, to cling to pain is to worship your chains. Stop reciting your scars. Start forging with them. No one cares what you've endured. They care what you've become because of it. You can stay tender without being powerless. You can stay kind without being consumed. Compassion doesn't mean surrender. It means strength under mercy. He who has a why can bear almost any how. But your why isn't given, it's chosen. Stop waiting for meaning to appear. Choose it. Decide what deserves your energy and let everything else burn. That's how weakness dies. If you don't choose, the world will choose for you. And it will choose smallness, predictability, obedience. Strength begins the day you set your own law, when you say, "This is mine," and mean it. Most people delay their power out of hidden loyalty. They fear who they'll lose if they evolve. Somewhere in the past, you learned that shining too bright made others uncomfortable. So you dimmed, you softened. You began to survive instead of live. That's not humility. That's self-abandonment. Weakness isn't laziness. It's the refusal to evolve when your soul demands it. Nietzsche called it the slow death of the spirit. The snake that won't shed its skin must perish. It's time to shed. Not gently, not someday, now. Peel away the layers that apologize, that explain, that seek permission. The world will call it arrogance. They mistake self-respect for hostility because they've never seen it. Reclaim your posture. Strength lives in how you stand, how you breathe, how you move. You've carried yourself like prey for too long. Straighten your spine, lift your gaze. Exist as if the universe watches, because it does. Presence isn't noise, it's energy aligned with purpose. Every room you enter should feel your certainty, not because you demand attention, but because you radiate direction. That's charisma born of conviction. Kill victimhood. Stop making weakness a personality. Stop introducing yourself through your suffering. The past is a forge, not a flag. Melt it, mold it, make it serve you. The stronger your why, the quieter your history becomes. Everything I'm saying, you already knew. The real you has been nodding all along, remembering what it feels like to walk without apology, to speak without trembling, to choose without guilt. That's not arrogance. That's awakening. You can't unknow this now. You can't unsee your own power. If you go back to smallness, it won't feel safe. It'll feel suffocating. When awareness arrives, pretending becomes poison. Evolve or lie. There's no middle ground anymore. So rise, not louder, not harder, clearer. Become the kind of human Nietzsche would recognize. Not the strongest, not the richest, but the most honest. The one who stands unshaken in the storm and whispers, "I remember who I am.